Welcome to Larry Stewart Memorial Stadium. We're at Blue Springs South High School in Blue Springs, Missouri. Today is part of the 2012 Missouri State High School Activities Association Girls Soccer Championships. It's the Class 3 Championship as Lee Summit North, the Broncos out of Kansas City, taking on Cor Jesu's Academy out of St. Louis. The records of the teams: Lee Summit North 24-3, Cor Jesu is 22-2, and their big star player coming out there is Allie Stevenson. She is the Missouri Gatorade Player of the Year. She's headed to Oklahoma State, and she is a 30-goal scorer for the Lee Summit North.
The Chargers will kick off to begin the match.
Suburban Big Six.
Lee Summit North is defending the South
Cor
goal.
Jesu, a team out of the MWAA, the White Division out of St. Louis. And there's their big star, Jen Miller, headed to the University of Mississippi, a midfielder, team captain, 13-goal scorer along with 5 assists. Your officials for this Class 3 championship: Andy Ellsworth is the referee. The assistant referees are Richard Omensky and Eric Oberly. And we are underway. Cor Jesu will be the team in white. The team in black will be Lee Summit North, the Broncos out of Kansas City. And Sean Wheelock joins us on the broadcast. I'm Kevin Wyke, and it's the classic Kansas City versus St. Louis, the soccer matchup here for a state crown.
Kevin, both sides opening up with a very fast tempo, and in a state championship final like this, you want to establish dominance early. If you can't find the early goal, start to build with that early possession, get those early chances, send a message that this is going to be your match to win. Two extremely talented teams. Cor Jesu, 22 victories on the season. Lee Summit North, 24 victories.
Both teams come in on a 14-game win streak. And Cor Jesu, the #1 team in the St. Louis Big Class poll, #3 in the state poll. Also, Lee Summit North is #3 in the state poll. And they won the Suburban Big Six, 9-1, Class 3 District 14 champions for Lee Summit North. As you take a look at Missy Bruno, head coach of Cor Jesu Academy, all-girls school. And there are their starters. The big guns are Miller and Magali, number 12 and number 15. And Miller, of course, headed to University of Mississippi. Magali going to Xavier.
And their goalkeeper, Samantha Bursett, has conceded just 11 goals on the season.
She's headed to the New Jersey Institute of Technology Division III school. As we have a
Chargers foul,
free kick to Lee Summit North. Bursett, a very good player, also plays basketball. 5'8" senior. Cor Jesu plays a 4-4-2 formation. Lee Summit North will counter with a 4-3-3. One thing of note is Lee Summit North does not sub too much to their bench. Their 11 out there will play most of this game. We'll see if that favors Cor Jesu, who goes with a more deeper bench.
It's two real philosophies, because in high school soccer, it's completely unlimited in terms of your substitutions, how many you can make and when you can make them. One philosophy is identify your best 11 and almost treat this like a professional match. You're really going to limit your substitutions. You're going to take your best 11 as far as you can. The other philosophy says take advantage of the rule that you have unlimited subs, keep cycling in fresh legs, fresh bodies, keep mixing things up, and make sure everyone has minutes and they're very well rested.
I think Tim Richardson, his philosophy is I want my strongest 11. I want them to be in the best shape of their lives, and I want them out there, and it seems to be working for them. 24-3, a team that the last 2 years has run into the eventual state champions of Liberty and lost in the state quarterfinals. And back here in the championship game, Dobbins fielding a long ball in one hop. Let's take a look at the Broncos, and there's their head coach, Tim Richardson, in his 16th year. He took over the program in its 2nd year. And the big guns to watch out for: Allie Stevenson, headed to Oklahoma State, and also Ashley Licata, 2 all-state players. Licata headed to William Jewell to play college soccer. Of course, Licata had a goal yesterday in the semifinals. Stevenson had 2 goals as they were victorious over St. Joe's Academy 3-0.
Tim Richardson, the head coach of Lee Summit North, attending school in Belo Horizonte, Brazil. Hardcore soccer fans know that was the site of the U.S.'s 1-0 victory over England in the 1950 World Cup. To my mind, Kevin, the biggest upset still in the history of international soccer.
And then he ended up going to Kent State here in the States and playing college soccer there at Kent State. He teaches biology, astronomy, and meteorology over at Lee Summit North. Avid cyclist as well. As here's Merlot. There's two Merlots. Maria Merlot had the game-winning goal yesterday as they beat Glendale out of Springfield on a late goal, 78th minute, 1-0. And it's that was the older sister. We just saw Lauren. There's two Merlot sisters. Lauren is the sophomore. Maria is the senior, headed to Rockhurst University in Kansas City. Licata, a little bit shaken up yesterday. Got a shot on her hip. Saw her after the game. She had ice on her hip, but she said she was going to be good to go. She's a tough cookie. Her and her twin sister, Courtney. Physical play early, yeah, no question about it. These teams going toe-to-toe here.
Whistle blows. Restart.
Officials trying to take charge. Free kick awarded now to Cor Jesu.
Before to think about putting this on target, the idea is to whip this at about the edge of the 18-yard box, look for someone to head it on.
Bollinger,
just like that.
Sending it in. Ball's loose, fired toward the goal as that was Kelly Miller. Ended up on her wallet there after she kicked it. Dobbins miskicks the goal kick. And it's run down there by Stevenson. Lee Summit North likes to play the possession game.
As you would expect with the head coach who grew up in Brazil.
Yeah.
Good example of that there. The defenders knocking it around, that's a sign of confidence as well as good coaching. Everyone gets a touch. Nobody panics on the ball.
Here's Stevenson, the dangerous one for the Broncos. Missouri Gatorade Player of the Year. Nice defense there by Golterman coming up. Kathleen Golterman of CJ Academy. And here's Licata with the run. Ashley Licata hits the deck trying to find Stevenson on the cross. And it's cleared out by the Chargers.
Bronco shot by number 7, Allie Stevenson.
Starting to open up, Kevin. See the good, strong counterattack by Cor Jesu.
Zanaboni, Mia Zanaboni. Trying to send a long ball down there to Lauren Merlot. Good defense there by Taylor Miller. It should be a fun match. Here's Jen Miller. Great foot skills, headed to Mississippi to play in the SEC girls soccer. This one bouncing in the box, still loose. Kicked away by a defender. Goalkeeper Dobbins never got her mitts on that. So some dangerous balls by both keepers early on here. And a throw in now for Cor Jesu.
You see Dobbins, the 6-foot junior goalkeeper.
9 shutouts, 6 goals allowed the whole year. Headed to KU, very tall, athletic, good range for a keeper. Here's Merlot on the cross. Can't get it on the foot of Magali. Magali had a big day yesterday. 8 shots in the semifinals, 6 on frame, but did not score. She's the 5'6" senior, team captain. She really plays that outside. There she is, number 15. Broncos get it back. Here's Licata, the All-State player, headed to William Jewell in Liberty.
Clearly you see both sides want to play at a very high tempo early, not wasting much time. They want to open this match, play it byline to byline.
Gifford trying to get it into Stevenson. Boy, she got hammered there as Golterman put some tough defense on her. Golterman is their #1 marker, so look for 10 to cover 7. White on black there. Number 10, Kathleen Golterman going to cover. Allie Stevenson, the top scorer, as the shot is taken there by Miller, and it gets through. Dobbins can't get it, and it's 1-0. Cor Jesu on the 14th goal of the year by Jen Miller on a ball. Looked like Dobbins got her hands on, and it went right through.
It was a rifle shot low by Jennifer Miller. The goalkeeper there simply through the hands.
Goal comes in the 10th minute.
Just as simple as that, through the hands of Dobbins.
Makes the score Cor Jesu.
That's a tough ball, low. It took a slight deflection. Dobbins was there. She had her fingers down. The nerves, no doubt, of a state championship. The ball took a slight deflection, redirected a little bit on flight, but Dobbins was there nonetheless. Difficult. The key for Dobbins, you can't have that back. Move on. We're very early in this match. That goal coming in minute number 10. You have a lot of soccer left to play. It's a mistake. Move on.
Once again, it's the 14th goal of the year for Jen Miller, midfielder, team captain, 5'2" senior, headed to the University of Mississippi. She's also an excellent student, 4.2 GPA. And she also plays field hockey at her high school. But Jen Miller gets the scoring started for Cor Jesu Academy. The Chargers out of St. Louis strike first. And Sean, you made a good point. Dobbins does not want to get down or be thinking about this. She has to stay in the game mentally. I know she's frustrated, but her team going to have to pick her up here.
The best thing for Dobbins now is to face a tough shot and make a really good save, get her confidence back. Because until she faces another shot, she is thinking about that last shot.
Stevenson for Lee Summit North. Defender came up there. That was Magali. But you can see that Golterman definitely is marking Allie Stevenson. That was the coaching strategy for Missy Bruno and the Chargers. They wanted 10 on 7.
Lee Summit North, they've seen a great performance all season long from their goalkeeper. Don't get down on your goalkeeper. Come right back, equalize, make it 1-1, and make everyone forget about that. For Cor Jesu, clearly they have the momentum now. You know that you've rattled your goalkeeper. Keep it coming.
This is one of their top players, Magali. And the whistle blows, and a foul coming up on Lee Summit North. That'll be Courtney Licata. The twins, Courtney is the older of the two twins. Ashley is the younger, just by moments, but Ashley will tell you she's the baby of the two. Quite a personality, Ashley Licata. Talked to her after the match yesterday. Really excited about playing for a state crown in her hometown here of Kansas City. We're in the metro part of Kansas City. Blue Springs is where we're at. And the ball is deflected away at the last second. Dobbins challenged again. And she got what you were looking for there, Sean Wheelock. A tough challenge and just got a piece there.
Dobbins doing well. You'll see here, getting down low. Again, she's 6 foot tall, diving to her left. Difficult ball.
Might have been her own player there.
Parrying that away, but a corner kick ensuing.
Looks like it went off the back maybe of Gifford. Jade Gifford, number 9 there. Now they have to battle the corner and the sun that's setting. As here's Magali on the corner. This one's low. Ball headed around, still active. Ball is kicked hard there, but it went right into defender there. That was Jedlicka. A throw in now for the Chargers. Quickly moving.
Cor Jesu playing at a very fast tempo. You saw how quickly they took that throw in.
They throw in now for the Broncos. Cor Jesu fans seem to grumble here. Good crowd making the trip from St. Louis. Also a good crowd in attendance from right down the road at Lee Summit North.
In any championship match at any level, a one-off situation, the opening goal is huge. It doesn't guarantee a victory, but it is huge because it guarantees that you set the tempo of the match.
Here's Magali down the right flank. Has some good moves. How good? Well, she's actually does Irish dancing competitively. So she's a dancer with the ball and also a dancer competitively on the dance floor. Excellent student. As we have a goal kick now for Dobbins, who's been tested in this one early on. Gave up the 1 goal, though, to Jen Miller. Here's Stevenson. Laying it back. This is Courtney Licata, the long ball. Nobody can run under it. Burris and Stevenson were there for Lee Summit North. Gifford. Jen Miller out to a running mate, Magali on the outside. These are the 2 dangerous strikers for this team. Miller got great foot skills. Not the biggest girl in the world, boy, but she can really move with that ball. Now the giveaway. Here's Stevenson getting a chance.
Loads of space now. Stevenson to her left and her right.
Finding her running mate. This is Licata. Ashley Licata working it into the box. And she centered it. No one was home. Golterman was right there and sends it away.
She was looking for Mackenzie Kellogg, who was making the run from behind.
Didn't make it to the ball that time. Sometimes they're frustrated there, looks like.
And sometimes there's a tendency when you have numbers in the 18-yard box to be a little too precious, a little too cute. Sometimes if you have the shot, take it. Don't try to make that one extra perfect pass. That's what I think we saw there.
Kellogg, the 5'10 senior, also one of their top scorers, a 15-goal scorer. So
Biesenstein to the press box, please. Liz Biesenstein to the press box. Thank you.
There's CJ Academy on the attack. Miller chipping one in. And finding Maria Merlo on the outside. This is cutting Jen Antonacci. Antonacci tried to cross. It was denied by the defense. They go back. Switching to the other side here. This is Magali's side. Aaron Magali lining up a shot, fires it right on goal. Dobbins lost it, still loose, kicked in, goal. Kelly Miller coming in on the rebound, scores for Cor Jesu Academy, and it's 2-0.
And that goal is huge. Just minute 16 and 2-0 Cor Jesu. And you see the frustration on the face of Maddie Dobbins, the Lee Summit North goalkeeper. I don't know if she's to blame here. Yes, she spilled it, but that was a very tough bending shot initially. A lot of contact, but a play on from the referee. You'll see the shot. Look at the bend on that. That's a quality save to parry that down. The hard charge coming in from Magali. Opens it up in the finish.
Goal comes in the 16th minute.
4th goal of the year for Kelly Miller. 5'3" sophomore. Guess what? The Miller sisters have scored both goals. That is the little sister of Jen Miller. Jen Miller scored the first goal. The ball will come loose here, and there's the little sister, Kelly Miller. They call her Mini Jenny, and they hope she turns out to be the player that her sister is. So the Miller sisters have struck for both goals now for CJ Academy here in the Class 3 Soccer Championship.
I just don't know that Dobbins can really fault herself, which clearly she is right now. It's a difficult ball. She knocked it down. She didn't have a defender there. There was a scramble. It was a fair challenge. The ball was pried loose and then finished by Kelly Miller.
Dobbins is definitely frustrated. She's got her jersey in her mouth there, and you know all the evil thoughts that are going through her mind right now. Nothing good going on for the keeper now for Lee Summit North. She's in a dark place right now. Frustration sets in.
The spotlight is always on the goalkeeper because any mistake that you make or even a perceived mistake is incredibly magnified.
And you mentioned a fast start in a championship game. Now you're putting your team behind the 8 ball if you're Lee Summit North trying to battle back in this game against a team that's 22-2, winners of 14 in a row.
From the Cor Jesu perspective, you say we have 2, let's keep pushing forward, let's make it 3. We have them down. From a Lee Summit North perspective, Kevin, you have to say, all right, we're not playing our best soccer, we've given up too early, but there is a lot of soccer to be played. Let's think about getting one back. Let's settle down. Let's find our rhythm in the attack. And then when we cut it to 2-1, then we'll think about 2-2.
There's Jen Miller, scored in the 10th minute. Her little sister scored in the 16th minute.
It's a great ball wide.
It's Wemhoner on the outside. Also another young striker. Katie Tarlis has checked in. They got some young girls that come off the bench. Tarlis was a freshman that made the varsity, number 17 there, and her situation, Sean, was, hey, you made the varsity, but you're not going to see a lot of time. We want you to go play JV and play a lot, and she got a lot of time there and really improved her game. She was the top JV scorer for the Chargers, and now they moved her up late in the year, and she's playing varsity, and they love this freshman's upside.
That's always a dilemma as a coach when you have a talented young underclassman. You bring them up to the varsity where they're going to be pushed every day at training, but they're not going to play a lot, or do you let them be the best player on the team and often the best player in a match at JV?
Teresa Wemhoner running the left flank, a 5'5" junior. So Missy Bruno, the fifth-year head coach, going to her bench now that she has the 2-goal lead. Need some of her starters some rest. This is Tarlis, like this young freshman's game. She's got a lot of speed. They have some good freshmen on this team.
What's impressing me about Cor Jesu is up 2-0, and they're still playing like this is scoreless. They look like a very hungry side right now. Lee Summit North is far too talented, far too dangerous to think, all right, we're up 2-0 and we're going to win this match. Way too much time for that.
Jen Miller in space. This is dangerous. Pass wide there. She was trying to find Antonacci, and now Golterman will take a long ball. This one will sail wide. Golterman doing a great job defensively on Allie Stevenson. Miller sisters with both goals. Take a look at Magali getting back.
Substitution for the Chargers, number 13, Jessica Garland.
Aaron Magali took a lot of shots yesterday. 8 shots. 6 on the frame. Nice game as we were able to beat Glendale of Springfield on a late goal by Merlot. Golterman again playing that defense on Stevenson. Here's Jen Miller breaking free.
Nice run through by Miller.
Jen on the cross. Magali trying to get the loose ball. I'll tell you what, this Chargers team keeps on coming at you as Golterman. Stevenson gets knocked to the deck. They say play on. Magali on the goal line. Ball still loose. Kicking at it, and it goes in. The goalkeeper is shaken up. That was Tarlis knocking it in, and Dobbins is down, and it's 3-0. Cor Jesu.
3-0, Dobbins down. Disaster thus far for Lee Summit North, and an absolutely dream start for Cor Jesu Academy. 3-0. Keep in mind, Dobbins conceded just 6 goals coming into this match, and she has now conceded 3 in the opening 21 minutes.
I believe it was the freshman scoring her 2nd goal of the year, Tarlis.
Starts from a nice wide ball. See the cross, confusion, the keeper down and out, and there's the finish. Again, the ball whipped through. Contact with the keeper, we play on.
Well, now they're saying it might have been Wemhoner.
I think it was Wemhoner.
No, well, they just officially announced Tarlis on the public address system, but it looks like it was actually Wemhoner that put it in. So we're going to go with Wemhoner, and Dobbins stays in the game as Lee Summit North with the kickoff. After the goal, there is Teresa Wemhoner, a 5'5" junior. Her 7th goal of the year. She seems buoyed, her spirits up after that big goal, but Tarlis was flailing away in there. Dobbins was down, and Lee Summit North in a big rut right now.
Keep in mind, Lee Summit North, a record of 24 victories against just 3 defeats coming in. The dark side of winning so many matches is how do you respond when you're in a very unfamiliar situation, and that's being down 3-0. Their 2 losses this year, 3-2 versus Lee Summit in extra time, and then they lost 4-2 versus St. Thomas Aquinas of Kansas.
And they've won 3 straight Kansas crowns in Class 5A on the Kansas side, 12 overall, so that's a very good team they lost to in St. Thomas Aquinas on the Kansas side.
Also losing 3-2 to St. Teresa's Academy.
Very
so you
good
see
team as well.
A 1-goal loss, another 1-goal loss in extra time, and a 2-goal loss, and they find themselves down 3 goals early. They have to keep their composure. You really have to think. It's very basic, but look, we're not going to score 3 goals in a hurry. Let's pull one back, and then let's reset and reorganize.
This is Engler on the free kick now for Lee Summit North, the Broncos. Sending it in, ball headed out of there. Yedlicka with some good defense. Licata sends it back in, but Brissett right there to handle things.
For Cor Jesu, it's really about being smart. What an absolutely dream start. 3 goals, but you haven't won anything yet. You're not even to halftime. You know that Lee Summit can score early, score often, score in bunches. You have to keep your composure, keep your intensity, and keep playing smart soccer.
Golterman and Stevenson continue their battle. Golterman, very physical player. Stevenson gets a touch, sends it on the outside to Licata. Ashley Licata can't get it. It'll be a throw-in now for the Chargers. Grace Powell, 5'5" senior, going to go to Texas Christian. She's going to walk on for their soccer program there. Very solid defensive player for Cor Jesu. Kellogg got a piece of that. Now they get it up to Licata. Powell and her will joust on the touch line. It'll be Powell coming away with it. Licata is a tough cookie. She'll keep battling you.
This is a real character test right now for Lee Summit North. The final 16 minutes of this opening half may really tell the story of how the second half goes.
How important is it just to get something as you take a look at Coach Richardson of Lee Summit North? Maybe just before halftime, maybe get something on the board.
Incredibly important. More than reducing the deficit from 3 goals to 2 goals, it's breaking through that psychological barrier. Lee Summit North came out flying, but they've almost settled into the rhythm that Cor Jesu wants to play. By and large, they've been defending. They've been on their side of the halfway line.
Nice defense there by Gifford. Sending it up the field. This is Licata trying to get it to Stevenson. Golterman all over her, and there's the foul called on Golterman. What a battle between now. Stevenson and Golterman have really been going at one another throughout this game. They've obviously got Golterman as their #1
Chargers foul.
marker.
Lee Summit North free kick.
She's the one going to try to deny the Missouri Gatorade Player of the Year. Let's see the foul here.
See the foul, just a hard challenge coming in from behind by Golterman.
Free kick set in the box. And they'll let the goalkeeper get it there. It looked like Jen Miller was just kind of clearing out the area so her keeper could grab the loose ball there.
And that's exactly what you want. It's called shepherding the ball back to your goalkeeper. Making yourself a big body, making it that much easier for a goalkeeper. That's a really heady play for a young high school player.
Jen Miller been playing. She was in her single digits, I think 7 or 8 years old in club soccer. Brothers that play as well. As here's Tarlis, the young freshman, trying to get it to Merlot. It's Licata in her battle. Tarlis comes away with the loose ball. Good defense there by Taylor Miller, defender for Lee Summit North. There's Merlot on the throw-in. As you take a look at Courtney Licata, twin of Ashley. Mentioned that her sister is going to go to William Jewell. Courtney is going to go to beauty school. her after high school days.
4 fresh players coming on for Cor Jesu.
Merlot sisters. Now Jen Miller getting it inside there. That was Magali they tried to get it to. Nice thought there by Jen Miller. And Magali will fire it and hit the side of the goal. It hit the top of the post there.
That was a little closer than Dobbins hit it to frame.
Yeah, it hit the, that looked like see Magali shot here.
Dobbins very casual, but again, watch. On the shot. Sitting where the crossbar and the goalpost on that backside meet.
And now, a whistle and a foul coming up on Merlot, number 1 there, of Cor Jesu. We know that Dobbins right now frustrated, down 3-0. It looked like she continues to kind of grab her sides or her stomach area. Maybe she was injured on that last goal, but she continues to play on. I wouldn't say that she's 100%. As there you see her reaching for her rib cage again. Is it a rib cage or her stomach?
Her stomach.
Okay. She's obviously not 100%. Bailey Dorflinger is the sophomore backup keeper. We'll see if they decide to go with her if Maddie is no longer able to go. There's Jen Miller again. Miller, eyes up, always surveying. Great foot skills. Was tapped out there by Jade Gifford, but what about the play of Jen Miller? Boy, she's fun to watch.
Miller is a really talented player, scoring the first goal of this match.
Merlot trying to head that one. Knocked out. Goal kick awarded now to Lee Summit North. Goals in the first half. Jen Miller, as Sean mentioned. Little sister Kelly, 16th minute. And then Wemhoner, in the 21st minute.
What you're not seeing a lot of is the number 7 shirt in black for Lee Summit North.
And there she is, yeah.
The reigning player of the year on the ball now for the state of Missouri, Allie Stevenson. She obviously has to be a lot more involved in this match.
You got to give some credit to the defense played by Kathleen Golterman, 5'4" junior. She's like a shadow. With wherever 7 goes in black, she is right there. And she's been jostling around throughout the game. I will say this about Stevenson. She keeps her composure. She doesn't seem to get too frustrated. Her face is really placid throughout the game. I mean, she just stays very calm throughout the game. Headed to Oklahoma State. Talked to Coach Richardson. I said, you've had some great players there. Morgan Marlborough has the state record for goals in a season for a Missouri girls player, for a career, I should say. 232. Went to Nebraska. Was an All-American, Big 12 Player of the Year. Now is transferring to Santa Clara. I said, where does this young lady stack up in the Lee Summit North soccer pantheon? She said, right behind Morgan. She's second best that I've coached. So that's some high praise from her coach. But Morgan Marlborough, 232 career goals. That is a state record for girls soccer, by the way.
It's almost inconceivable, that amount.
I mean, every time you picked up the paper in Kansas City to see this young lady play at Lee Summit North, she always had a bucket full of goals.
It's so difficult to get to 100 goals because that means that you're scoring a lot as a freshman and a sophomore, when for most big programs it's an accomplishment just to even make the varsity.
Probably one of the top players out of the Kansas City metro area over the last few years, no question about it. Stevenson working it off Golterman there.
Stevenson, though, has to become more involved. We've seen that over the last couple of minutes, but she hasn't looked dangerous yet in possession.
One other note on Marlboro, 4-year All-State player. Looks like Allie Stevenson's going to be in that category as well. Having a tough day this Saturday afternoon in Blue Springs against Cor Jesu Academy. Gifford finding Kellogg. Lee Summit North looking for something before half.
And Kevin, it would be a huge psychological boost if they can even pull one back.
Right.
A big difference between going into halftime down 3-0 and down 3-1. And if you get that one in the final few minutes.
Just looking for a glimmer of hope. Just a little speck of hope for the second half here. It's been a tough first half. Down 3-0 to Cor Jesu, looking for their first title since 1985.
For the Chargers, number 23.
In their 7 Final Fours. Take a look at Coach Richardson. He's won 1 state title as well in the year 2000. But Cor Jesu won the initial first girls championship in the state of Missouri in 1985. 27 years later, they're trying to do it again. Keep in mind they play in the Metro Women's Athletic Association, the White League, and they were actually 3rd in their league behind St. Joseph's, who ended up getting 3rd here in Class 3. As St. Joseph's beat Glendale today 3-1, and also Nerix Hall beat them, so they were the 3rd place team in their conference, yet still beating the number 1 team in the St. Louis Big Class poll. So
And Cor Jesu's just kind of in a rhythm now where they would love to get to halftime up 3-0. Back on the attack now. You're always looking for more goals, but you don't want to be overly risk-taking in doing so.
Kelly Miller off the defender. And we've got a push coming up on the Chargers. Free kick awarded to Lee Summit North.
Since they scored that 3rd goal, you certainly haven't seen the same commitment to attack for Cor Jesu, but then again, why would you? I think you'll see in the opening 15 minutes a little more commitment to attack, and then if the scoreline is the same, they'll start to think about slowing things down and then cruising on to a state championship.
Merlot was trying to get it to her little sister there. Now Maria will throw it in. Jen Miller. Merlot switching the side, trying to find Grace Powell coming back to the play. That's Magali's side as well.
It didn't work, but nothing wrong with that. I always like a full field switch. Smart idea. It opens things up.
Kelly Miller looking down the flank there. Now bounces back out to older sister Jen. There's Jen Miller chipping it in the box. Dobbins will play it on a hop. Dobbin wincing a bit as she punted that ball down the field, and then goes back to her goalkeeping duties.
To see if we do have a goalkeeping change going into the second half.
I think Coach Richards is going to have to ask her, how are you doing? You want to play the second half? Lee Summit North will have the throw in. It'll be Hannah Johnson to throw it in. Off the foot of Stevenson. Chargers get it right back.
Let's take you back to the 3rd goal. Cor Jesu making it 3-0. The wide run, Magali. You'll see the collision there with the goalkeeper.
Tarlis hit her in the chest with her shoe there.
You see no attempt to get up then by Dobbins, as eventually it's finished. It's definitely Wemhoner. I could see it clearly there. It was announced that it wasn't Wemhoner, but clearly this is Wemhoner's goal.
But it was Tarlis that got the piece of the goalkeeper there. So Tarlis hit the chest of the keeper Dobbins, but it was Wemhoner with the 3rd goal, and now Miller firing. And this one handled calmly by Dobbins.
We'll get the statistics at halftime. We'll see if they've changed the goal to Wemhoner. It was clearly her goal, though. We've seen it about 5 times. She's touched on with the right foot. At the pro level, the players are going to speak up and say, that's my goal. At the high school level, they're probably a little bit more demure.
Just want that state trophy. Lauren Carr is checked in now for Cor Jesu. She's playing on the outside.
All things being equal, this is about as perfect a first half as Cor Jesu could have hoped for. Up 3-0, and they've completely, and I mean completely, limited Allie Stevenson, the 2012 Missouri Gatorade Player of the Year. Stevenson truly has been a non-factor. She'll try to be a factor here. That ball played forward.
Trying to find Licata. Nice defense. Jen Miller, midfielder, dropping back. Such a versatile player. We talked about her foot skills, her imagination, her shots, but she's also a very good defender as well. These two have been battling each other throughout the game, and I would say Golterman's had the upper hand.
Without a doubt.
2 minutes remaining.
Stevenson, a phenomenal season, a phenomenal high school career. You can't count her out. Even if she's been relatively ineffective in the first half, doesn't mean that she will not dominate in the second half. But more options have to open up. It can't be so predictable in attack for Lee Summit North.
Header won by Stevenson. The ball will make it to Brissett. She'll handle it as we go under 2.
Samantha Brissett has had very little to do in the first half.
Credit the defenders in the back line there for the Chargers of CJ Academy out of St. Louis, all-girls school. Well, it's a hard school get in, and I'll tell you what, this is a very high academic school. As here's Stevenson. And taken away by Golterman again. The defense continues. Finding Magali, streaking down the right flank. Long ball fed ahead for Merlot, but the defense will get there before she's able to get it. Licata will try to clear it out. Here's Jen Miller. Oh, so dangerous. Left Gifford in her wake. Here's Jen Miller punching it to Merlot. Maybe Magali could have ran on that ball, but good thought there by Miller. And as we go under 30 seconds to go before halftime, all Chargers in the first half. Cor Jesu Academy out of St. Louis.
Cor Jesu just holding possession, playing it back. They will really feel great about things after this opening 40 minutes. Halfway to a state championship.
Goals by Jen Miller, Kelly Miller, and Teresa Wemhoner. 3-0. Cor Jesu Academy over Lee Summit North in the 2012 MSHSAA Girls Class 3 Soccer Championship. And we have reached halftime here at Blue Springs South. Halftime of the MSHSAA Class 3 Girls Soccer Championship, and Cor Jesu Academy of St. Louis leading Kansas City's own Lee Summit North 3-0 at halftime. More from Blue Springs South right after this. Goals by Miller, and Wemhoner. 3-0. Cor Jesu Academy over Lee Summit North. We're at halftime of the Class 3 Soccer Championship. All Chargers at halftime. Cor Jesu Academy leading Lee Summit North 3-0 here in the 2012 MSHSAA Girls Class 3 Soccer Championship. More from Blue Spring South right after this.
This state championship. Farmers, auto, home, business, or life insurance, because ready feels good. And ladies and gentlemen, if at this time you direct your attention to the penalty kick mark in front of the south goal, at that location, Tori Kelly, representing Lee Summit North, and the Charger mascot, representing Cor Jesu Academy, will be competing in the Farmers PK Challenge. Each contestant will alternate 5 kicks from the penalty kick mark for the opportunity to win a Farmers Insurance soccer ball and MSHSAA t-shirts. On each kick, the contestant will have to decide whether to attempt a corner shot for 2 points or to just take the middle of the goal for 1 point. The contestant with the greater score following 5 kicks wins. Get behind your favorite contestant and let's see some goals. First up will be Tori from Lee Summit North. Let's hear it for Tori.
Oh, the goalie's back. The goalie's back.
1 point for Tori.
Look, he's back.
And now the Charger, this first attempt. Just wide for the Charger. After 1 round, Tori with 1 point. Charger with 0. Tori's second attempt coming up. Two points for Tori. Takes her total to 3. And now the Chargers' second attempt. Point for the Charger. Chargers on the board after 2 rounds. Tori 3, Charger 1. Tori's third kick coming up. Just wide. And now the Chargers' third kick. Point for the Charger. At the end of 3 rounds, Tori with 3 points, the Charger with 2. Let's begin round 4. Shot gets blocked. Tori remains at 3 points. Now the Chargers' fourth attempt. Point for the Charger. After 4 rounds, we're tied at 3 points apiece. Tori's 5th and final kick coming up. Just wide. And now the Chargers' final attempt. Charger. Our final tally after 5 rounds, the Charger with 4 points and Tori with 3 points. MSHSAA and Vic Smedley, your Farmers Insurance agent of Independence, Missouri, congratulate our runner-up, Tori Kelly, representing Lee Summit North. And let's hear it for the Charger, today's winner of the Farmers PK Challenge. MSHSAA and Farmers hope you enjoyed tonight's halftime contest. MSHSAA and Farmers, because ready feels good. Visit MSHSAA on the web at www.mshsaa.org. Follow all the state tournament results, news, and information on the official website of the Missouri State High School Activities Association. And again, Farmers Insurance is a proud sponsor of the Missouri State High School Activities Association. Please visit the Farmers booth on the main concourse to see how your knowledgeable local farmers agent can save you money. Call 800-FARMERS or visit farmers.com. We are insurance. We are farmers. The Touchstone Energy Cooperatives of Missouri are proud sponsors of the 2012 MSHSAA Soccer Championships. Soccer players are part of our energy cooperative, and Touchstone is proud to help bring the pinnacle of high school sports to Blue Springs. Fans, MSHSAA and When We Were Young Productions have teamed up to introduce MSHSAA.tv, a website devoted to video of MSHSAA events. Games from this year's championships will be available to watch when you get home. Be sure to check out MSHSAA.tv. The Blue Springs School District is providing the training and sports medicine needs for tonight's match. The Missouri State High School Activities Association thanks them for providing this service at this year's championships. You can't tell players without a program. Pick up yours in the stadium tonight with complete team information, records, history, and highlights. Take home your official souvenir program, on sale now while supplies last. Fans that can't make it to the championships can watch the semifinal and third place games streamed live at MSHSAA.tv, and these championship matches are being streamed live at www.foxsportsmidwest.com. Matches will be archived at www.MSHSAA.tv. The Missouri State High School Activities Association would like to congratulate Matt Owens of Lee Summit North and Sarah Bess of Cor Jesu Academy. These two individuals have been recognized by the MSHSAA as good sports. Thanks for your display of good sportsmanship at tonight's match. Each individual has been presented with a MSHSAA sportsmanship t-shirt in recognition of being a good sport. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, we have an official scoring change from the first half after review. Credit Cor Jesu Academy's third goal to number 14, Teresa Wimhainer, unassisted. Once again, Cor Jesu's third goal credited to number 14, Teresa Wimhainer, unassisted. Goal came in the 21st minute.
Ready for the start of the second half, and the second half kickoff will be taken by Lee Summit North. A lot of work to do, Sean Wheelock. And here's their star player, Stevenson, going right to work. Allie Stevenson, shut down by Golterman in the first half. Saw Tim Richardson at halftime talking to his girls. What do you think the message was there for this very proud program coming in at 24-3, down 3-0 here for a Class 3 championship?
The message is do not quit. You can come back. You're a great side. If you weren't a great side, you wouldn't be playing for the state championship of Missouri and girls, the Conference 3, Class 3 soccer. Go for it. Go forward. Take some chances. And one goal at a time. You have to believe in yourselves. If you're going to quit, there's no reason to come back out. You cannot admit defeat. I think on the other side of that, I think for Cor Jesu, it's keep playing smart. We have 3 goals. If we can find more goals, great. But let's not get in love with what we're doing. Let's keep being very, very smart. 3 goals very well may be enough to get you the state championship. So don't get reckless.
Down the field looking for Gifford. Taken away there by Kelly Miller. Jen Miller had the first goal. Kelly Miller had the second. And then Teresa Wemhainer is how you pronounce this young lady's name. She had the goal in front. The keeper got injured on. Tarlis was there as well, but it's pronounced Wemhainer, 5'5" junior. Teresa scoring her 7th goal of the year, making it 3-0. As that one came at the 21st minute of the first half. And the keeper is back out there. We were questioning whether Maddie Dobbins was able to play in the second half. She's going to give it a go.
She was definitely favoring her stomach. Looked as though she may have taken an inadvertent boot, an inadvertent kick to the stomach, but she has stayed in this match. Back out for half number 2.
Throw in now for the Chargers of Cor Jesu Academy out of St. Louis, winners of 14 in a row, looking for their first state crown since 1985.
The first 10 minutes of this second half will pretty much let you know how the remaining 30 minutes will go. Beyond looking for a goal for Lee Summit, it's looking for a cohesive attack and starting to create chances. What Cor Jesu has been fantastic on in this match, aside from really establishing the rhythm they want to establish, Kevin, it is finishing their chances. They have not wasted many opportunities.
Lee Summit with free kick.
Angler with the free kick. Ball still loose there. Golterman having a tremendous game defensively, shadowing Stevenson, keeping her in check. And just doing a phenomenal job of keeping that backline defense in front of Sam Brissett, looking very good right now.
Cor Jesu not looking as though they're going into a defensive shell. Coming out, being pretty cohesive in their attack. See, keeping 4 back, but getting numbers forward.
Miller. This is Jen Miller. Playing it in. Oh, ball got off Zanaboni there. Mia Zanaboni. I said, come on, coach, you got to have some nicknames for this young lady. Yeah, I call her Mia Ham and Zamboni.
You knew it was Zamboni.
Yeah, I knew that one. That was the easy one. I wasn't expecting the Mia Ham, but she is a very good-looking young player. 5'3" sophomore only. Just a young player, but boy, she plays so hard. Zanaboni. Keep that name in mind. She's a goal finisher. Seems to be in the right place at the right time for this program.
Allie Stevenson, the reigning 2012 Missouri Gatorade High School Player of the Year, has to step up her effort. If the ball's not coming to her feet, she has to come back in and get the ball at her feet, just like right there. That's a good example.
Got it back. Finding Licata. There's Kellogg. Back to Licata. Licata turning. Rick Burris.
Great idea.
Good ball movement that time by the Broncos.
Very dangerous ball for Licata, just unable to run onto it at the end. Stevenson, though, obviously you cannot win a match by yourself, but you have to will yourself to be even more active. She is not getting the balls that she desires, so she has to make amends for that. She has to put a lot of the onus on herself, run to the ball, go into space, come back, win the ball. Try to be a difference maker that she's been all season long.
30-goal scorer, 6 assists for the 5'3" senior, headed to Oklahoma State in Stillwater. They play college soccer, study physical therapy, most likely. Fun player to watch.
Chargers foul.
Three-time All-Stater. Looks to be a fourth. We'll announce the All-State team later on. I think later this month, as a matter of fact. Licata. Taken away by Kelly Miller, but it goes right to Stevenson. Boy, the defense been very good for the Chargers in the back line. Broncos just can't get any space to operate once they get near the 18-yard box.
They're just not getting good, clean looks at goal. Even the possession they have is just stalling out. It's not really leading to anything.
Stevenson trying to change that. On the lead for Kellogg. Taken away again by the Chargers.
Down 3-0, I'm an advocate, sorry Kevin, of take shots. You can't wait for it to be perfect because so far perfect has not arrived. So force some shots, even if it's at a bad angle, see what happens. Hit, hope, see what happens.
Sometimes fluky things happen and the ball ends up in the back of the net. You saw that with the first goal of the game here. Situation where I think if you asked Dobbins, she would have said I would have stopped that one easily, but the ball just got under her. Zanaboni still threatening here. Zanaboni out to Magali. There's Aaron Magali. She's got some good moves on the outside. Now we'll fire a right foot shot, and down low to get it is Dobbins.
That's a good save by Dobbins. I know her confidence has been shaken in this match, but I think she'll go a long way to getting it back on that save. Going back near post, getting down, good technical save by the keeper.
A tough, hard-nosed player in Allison Jedlicka. A lady that battled a concussion earlier in the year. How about the moves of Kelly Miller? Some nifty little moves in the open field. Ball sent in, and it's wide of the mark. Once again, take the shot, and that was Maria Merlo taking the shot. No, you were wanting Lee Summit North to take some shots, but hey, the Chargers, why not there? Firing the shot is Merlo. Coming up empty. All headed back in.
Shot by Cor Jesu, number 8, Maria Merlo. Broncos goal kick.
Quickly away by Dobbins. One thing Lee Summit North has to do is show urgency in the second half. They are down 3 goals. We're closing in on 30 minutes remaining. You have to speed your thought process up, your touches up. When you have a throw in, a goal kick, everything has to be moved up a level.
Magali. Marked by Kellogg. Magali in the corner, 2 defenders all around her. Still fighting hard. Young lady's resilient. Gets it out to Kelly Miller. Now to her older sister Jen will fire a shot, and it sails just wide as it bends outside the frame.
Shot by Cor Jesu, number 12, Jennifer Miller.
Quality shot by Miller.
North goal kick.
Finding space centrally. The ball played, settling outside touch, stepping in, trying to beat the keeper back to her right.
Zanaboni. Back to Magali. To Zanaboni. And cleared out of the area. As that's Casey Williamson, the 5'4" junior defender, sending it out of play.
Substitutions for the Chargers.
3 fresh players coming in for Cor Jesu Academy.
Number 16.
So Kevin, I said at the beginning of this half, the first 10 minutes will probably let us know what the remaining 30 looks like. Just about through those opening 10 minutes, where are the chances for Lee Summit North? If you recount the chances and the half chances thus far in the second half, they have all belonged to Cor Jesu Academy.
Lemhainer back in the ball game. She scored the 3rd goal of the game for CJ Academy. Here's Stevenson back the other way using her speed. Licata in support. Here's Licata. Gets it on the right foot. Looks like the defender made her send it wide.
Much better stuff, though. A good, strong run through the midfield, strong on the dribble. You get a shot at soft target, but at least you've opened things up. At least you've tried to make something happen.
Cor Jesu goal kick.
It's really a great run. Long on the dribble. That's a smart little ball laid back. Again, you can't be concerned that the shot was off target. You have to look for the positives, and you see from the Lee Summit North perspective that the positives were that good, strong build-up through the midfield on the dribble.
Antonacci trying to run down the long ball. Send in the box. Ball loose, Tarless over there, but it's cleared out by Courtney Licata. That'll be a throw-in coming up here for CJ Academy, leading 3-0. 3 first-half goals. Jen Miller, Kelly Miller, and Teresa Wemhainer. No scoring thus far. Some 12 minutes deep into your second half. Merlot and Stevenson battling on the touchline. Be a throw in now for the Chargers. Gifford got a piece of that, sent it out. Again, the throw in coming up here for the Cor Jesu Academy Chargers.
As they make another substitution, keeping the fresh bodies coming into this match. Making 2 substitutions actually there. One early, one late.
Paige Grasso checking in, a 5'5" sophomore, and also Lauren Millis, a 5'7" junior.
Down the match for the Chargers, number 7,
checking in.
Laura Millis, and number 9, Paige Grasso.
Once again, Lee Summit North does not substitute very often. They go with their 11 on the field and say, this is our best 11. We're going to go with these 11. You'll see very little substituting from the Broncos head coach, Tim Richardson. The other side for the Chargers. Good game for this player right here, Golterman, doing a great job on Allie Stevenson, but also, doing a good job with the soccer ball. She takes a shot there. It's able to be handled in the air by Dobbins. Stevenson heading it down the field. Here's Jen Miller.
Kevin, I talked about it in the first half. Lee Summit North is such a brilliant season in such good form, dominating opponents. And if there's a negative to that, it's when you find yourself in a match like this where you're down 2-0 quickly, then 3-0. You're just not used to playing with adversity. You're not used to playing with that type of deficit. You're used to steamrolling your opponents, playing even, playing with a lead, then playing with a big lead.
Surely a different mentality for this team that's come in 24-3, winners of 14 straight. Rolled through the playoffs, wins in shutout fashion over Ray-Pac, Park Hill South, and St. Joe's Academy yesterday. There's Stevenson. Ball gets loose. Stevenson, the shot hits the side of the goal. Good defense there by Bollinger for CJ Academy.
Deflected, and that is a corner kick, and it's a positive for Stevenson that she's able to find her way through. Deflected, hit side netting, but her run creates a corner kick.
She's a little shaken up a little bit, Sean. She's kind of gimping back to her position.
And you see Stevenson, this is what she has been doing all season and all high school career long. The control in the 18-yard box, the smart touches, the desire driving through, taking the deflection. Here's the corner kick.
Ball loose in front. Brooke Burris there, but can't get a foot on it. Courtney Licata takes a shot that hits a defender out front.
They said the keeper was out, but now the full counterattack with just 1v3.
There's Tarlis. Licata's trying to get back on defense. And the freshman goes down in a heap, no whistle.
You see in that attack, though, only 3 players making a run forward for Cor Jesu. That is conceding that the scoreline is 3-0, and they're not going to be reckless. They're not going to throw 5 and 6 forward in that counterattack, which I personally agree with. 3 is more than enough. You do not want this match to open up and start turning into running back and forth, back and forth. That's when Lee Summit North can find their rhythm. You want this match to be slow, awkward, stop-start, play just at this speed and even slower if you're Cor Jesu right now.
Again, Missy Bruno has a lot of her second-level players on the field, but this is her future. This young Tarlis player is a freshman. Some nice moves there by Kelly Miller, who's just a sophomore, the little sister of Jen Miller, who has a gold in the game. So these are the young players in there. And Wemhainer took a shot. He hit the crossbar. Ball still loose. And it goes over the goal, but Wemhainer almost had a 2-goal game there.
Inches away, Wemhainer flush off the woodwork. You'll see it's a beautiful flick on. Half volley with the right foot, flush off the crossbar.
And then it goes over and out for the goal kick now for Lee Summit North.
Truly 4-0. That erases all doubt that Cor Jesu is going to win this match in the state championship, Missouri Class 3.
Wemhainer is an underclassman as well. Wemhainer had a goal in the 21st minute of the first half. Those were preceded by goals by Kelly and Jen Miller. Here's Wemhainer. Ball will be a throw-in for Lee Summit North by Courtney Licata. Push and a foul called on Cor Jesu Academy.
Someone has to start taking some more chances now. Thinking about getting another attacking player on, changing up the formation. Getting very late and they are down 3 goals.
Punt away by Dobbins. Another action today. Congratulations in Class 1 to St. Pius Festus as they beat Principia 3-1. Class 2 won by St. Dominic. Class 3 being played out right here. In the third place game, St. Joe's won the Class 3 third place game 3-1 over Glendale. Class 2, Helias Catholic over Smithville 1-0. And Springfield Catholic winning your third place Class 1 game over St. Pius of Kansas City 2-1. Stevenson trying to run on that ball. Good defense shown there by Millis.
There's that first yellow card of the match. Kelly Miller booked at the 60-minute mark.
Free kick now coming up for Lee Summit North. And this will be Bree Engler taking the free kick on the far side.
Yellow card issued to the Chargers, number 7, Laura Millis.
They give the
Substitution.
card to Laura Millis, number 7, and in high school you have to come out of the game. So Millis is out of the game after getting the yellow card and substituted for So it'll be Millis getting the card. Sean mentioned at the 60th minute.
With the yellow card in high school, as you said, you're not ejected. You just have to come off.
You have to come off, yes.
Immediately sub back in at the first opportunity.
But if you get a second one, you're done for the duration of the match. So Millis doesn't want that on her record. So team up 3-0. Here's Licata. Cleared out by Jen Miller.
It's got to be so much frustration for Lee Summit North, really seeing the season going their way, just unable to create those quality chances. Beyond the lack of scoring a goal, they've just not really found those great clear-cut chances. Think about the few times that Brissett has really been tested in this match.
Not very much. There's Licata. Poked away by Powell. And Bollinger clearing it out. Now a long ball sent in for Stevenson trying to run on. Bollinger back there with the defense. The lead now for Brooke Burris. Oh, blocked by Grace Powell. And it'll be a corner kick coming up.
One touch too many, as we'll see on the replay. What an absolutely fantastic ball played through by Allie Stevenson. Watch Stevenson, the presence of mind. Right there is where you want to hit it. One touch, and that's one touch too many. Grace Powell just unable to pull the trigger with the left foot.
So Burris will check out of the game for Lee Summit North. Corner kick coming up here for the Broncos. Headed out of the box there nicely by Jedlicka. Bollinger doing a good job in the second half defensively for CJ Academy. She wears the number 11 jersey in white. Whistle blows. Foul coming up here on Gifford of Lee Summit North, number 9. Free kick now for CJ Academy, and Bollinger will take it. Showing a good leg all the way down the field. Zanaboni couldn't get ahead on it. Now here's Merlot. And now Stevenson gets it back.
Cor Jesu, though, playing it safe, wisely keeping 7 players back, only committing 3 players forward. You won't see them go into a defensive shell, not up by 3 goals, but you'll see them be a lot more cautious on that.
Jensen Tedrow has checked in the ballgame. Shot wide by Stevenson. Had good pace on it. Just went wide of the frame.
Suddenly Stevenson, Kevin, is finding her match. A few moments ago she had that great pass, and then she had a shot just off target.
Back to the last shot here.
Stevenson, she is so good on the ball, so good 1v1. Creates space for herself, just not able to put that on frame. Been impressed though by Stevenson in the second half. Clearly frustrated. She's not seen a lot of balls at her feet, not a lot of great service, but she's still battling very, very hard.
Miller will track it down and send it to a teammate. As again, CJ Academy with the 3-goal lead here. Just want to run the clock out and collect their first state championship since 1985. Girls soccer. Throw in coming up here for the Chargers. Throw it into Merlot. It's the younger Merlot.
That's a corner kick 1.
Another corner kick coming up.
And truthfully, Lee Summit North now cannot afford to be conceding these set pieces.
Corner kick coming up for the
They
Chargers.
waste time, they slow down the match, and they
Number
keep
15,
the
Aaron
ball
Colley
in the
taking the
attacking
kick.
half for Cor Jesu.
Magali comes over to take it for the Chargers. Dobbins got a piece of it, still loose. Maria Merlo takes a shot, no. And Jen Miller trying to track it down, but Licata will get there first. Lee Summit North. Miller to Magali. Magali will try to find Merlot. Oh, wow. Dangerous ball there into the box.
That was a really dangerous ball.
Maria Merlo scored the game winner yesterday.
Broncos goal kick.
Again from the far flank. See down the line, and then the ball is going to be whipped in. Ooh, very close. Just simply no way back from 4-0.
Yeah, Licata had the defense there. That pass just a little more perfect, and Maria Merlo might have had a second goal of the weekend. Merlo trying to track this one down. The defense is provided by Licata. Whether it's balls and strikes, fouls or flags, your referees and game officials are a vital part of high school athletics. If you've ever tried your hand at officiating, you know how hard these men and women work. Certainly know they would never miss a call intentionally. Keep these things in mind when you attend a high school sporting event. A message from the Missouri State High School Activities Association. Kevin White, Sean Wheelock, and our entire broadcast crew here at Blue Springs South High School at the Larry Stewart Memorial Stadium. 2012 MSHSAA Class 3 Soccer Championship. A first half, a 3-goal first half for the Chargers of Cor Jesu Academy. Goals by Jen Miller, Kelly Miller, and Teresa Wemhainer, and they haven't looked back. Second half, no scoring thus far, but really no change. A couple of chances for Lee Summit North, but the Chargers continue to dominate this game.
They feel very comfortable about their position right now. Just thinking about finishing out the stretch drive, staying at this rhythm. The stop-start definitely favors them. Lee Summit North, after the opening couple of minutes, has never really been able to turn this into a wide-open match, get the chances, get things free-flowing with Stevenson. It's been much more the tempo of Cor Jesu.
Bollinger with the free kick for Cor Jesu. She's got a good leg, sends it into the box. Ball headed there by Magali, but it went away from the frame. Looks like Jen Miller taking a run. Magali going down at the goal line, and it'll be a throw-in coming up here for Cor Jesu, who keeps the pressure on despite the 3-goal lead.
Keeping the pressure on and keeping the possession in the attacking half, which is where they want it. They're keeping 3 players back, committing 7 forward, but not being reckless. Offside flag up.
And offsides is whistled on Magali.
Offsides.
Fans get a chant in the crowd going, "Let's go, CJ." They've been going throughout this match. Got the fast start in the first half and haven't looked back.
This is the stage at the match where Lee Summit North has to say, let's go for it. Everybody forward. We're down by 3 goals. Let's see what we can do. Let's really mix things up. Let's take some real chances. First, that starts with possession, which they're struggling to even get right now.
Trying to get it to Merlo. Good defense there for Lee Summit North. Hannah Johnson doing a good job defensively for the Broncos. Chargers just keeping it in their offensive end, really. Didn't press too much in the second half. We've seen Stevenson have some opportunities for Lee Summit North, but limited opportunities at best.
The sun is setting. The lights have been turned on here.
There's a run down the right flank by Magali.
Definitely starting to cool down. Very, very pleasant afternoon. Right now it's about perfect soccer conditions.
If you're wearing red and white, it's really perfect. That's the colors of Cor Jesu Academy. They are loving things here in the suburb of Kansas City, Blue Springs, Missouri. 20 miles from downtown Kansas City.
They're thinking state championship now, no question about it. Well, I've said it today on our broadcast, usually in a one-off championship, who scores first has a huge advantage. It's been 3 for 3 today. Class 1, Class 2, and Class 3. The school that scored the first goal got the victory, and I'll go ahead and give the victory to Cor Jesu Academy right now, barring the absolutely unforeseen.
There's their head coach, Missy Bruno. Used to be Missy Peabody, married now. She's a star player at Ursuline Academy. St. Louis native, went to college at Missouri. The team got third at state in 2010. And they got back here and trying to take care of business, win their first state crown since 1985. She's been putting in some of her second and third level players here with the big lead.
This is a time where, as a head coach, you can feel very comfortable about it. Reward your younger players. Your players have not received a lot of time. Maybe your upperclassmen who have been there and you've really respected what they've put forward, even if they haven't been able to find themselves regularly into the first 11.
Antonacci crashing into Kellogg. They'll give Antonacci the foul. Free kick for Lee Summit North.
It's a luxury that oftentimes you don't have, being so comfortable in a state final that you can start to empty the bench, give everyone some playing time.
Missy Bruno looks very comfortable. She stands right behind her bench and pacing back and forth, and looking to collect her first ever state crown at Cor Jesu Academy. Be a pretty good day for the St. Louis schools. St. Pius Festus winning Class 1. Also St. Dominic winning Class 2 out of O'Fallon, Missouri. Cor Jesu Academy out of St. Louis area also going to collect another crown here, barring a miracle for Lee Summit North.
Difficult stages now for Lee Summit North. Still thinking about pulling one back. They don't want to concede a fourth goal either.
Long shot taken there by Magali, and Merlot was right there trying to get a boot on it, but could not. And they continue to attack, but I think everybody, since watching Manchester City in the QRP Rangers game, match is never over till it's actually over, but some kind of comeback.
2 stoppage time goals by Manchester City.
This is a 3-goal difference, I understand, but you always have to wait until the clock has expired. Magali shot off a defender there, like it hit Engler in the back.
Do you think about their second half, though? 3-0 entering the second half, and where has most of the play been? It's been in the attacking half for Cor Jesu. If there was a way back for Lee Summit, it was to come out, like I said, control the opening 10 minutes. If not get a goal, at least establish that deep penetration, that possession, and get some chances. They just simply have been unable to do that in this match. Clearly, they were rattled by giving up that initial goal and then the 2 subsequent goals.
Jessica Gallardo, a 5'5" junior defender, is in the lineup now for Cor Jesu Academy. I think all those who Coach Bruner brought to from St. Louis to Kansas City, and Blue Springs are getting time here.
Substitutions.
She's getting everybody some
21,
playing time.
Caitlin Steffen enters the match. And number 23, Grace Powell returns.
Caitlin Steffen checking in, a young sophomore, so everybody getting a chance to enjoy the state championship for Class 3 girls soccer.
It's extremely rewarding, Kevin, for a head coach when you can get everybody minutes in the championship.
I just saw one of the assistant coaches talking with the backup goalkeeper, and let's see if they may pull out Brissett and let Alexis Philippi get some time.
Cruising to the finish line now is Cor Jesu Academy.
The keeper has not come off the bench, so Alexis remains sitting at the bench, so she may or may not be coming in here. What a season for Cor Jesu. 22-2. The only two losses were conference losses. Merrick's Hall 1-0 in April, and at St. Joseph's Academy a little later in the month of April, 2-0. And you saw how good St. Joe's Academy is. They got third in the Class 2.
And that loss versus St. Joseph's Academy, April the 18th, since then they have run the table.
No, 14 straight. I beg your pardon. St. Joseph's Class 3. And they beat Glendale for third place, 3-1. We want to say congratulations, by the way, to their head coach, as Stevenson with some nifty moves, and Brissett a tremendous save.
It's just not her night. Another night that goes into the back of the net. You saw the skill right there. Everything but the finish. Great save by Brissett.
Frustrated Stevenson, been held in check, the Missouri Gatorade Player of the Year after a 2-goal game in the semifinals. But getting back to St. Joe's Academy, I want to say congratulations to their coach, Maureen McVeigh, going into the St. Louis Soccer Hall of Fame this fall. First woman ever inducted. There's 700 men in the St. Louis Soccer Hall of Fame. Well, congratulations to the St. Joe's Academy coach, Maureen McVeigh, coming in this fall, the first woman to be inducted.
If you think of the male players that have come out of St. Louis, going back to that 1950 World Cup team, Harry Keogh, absolutely phenomenal. Going through, if you think Taylor Twellman, Brian McBride, his father Pat McBride, Harry Keogh's son Ty Keogh, amazing players, Matt McEwen.
A lot of great names in that Hall of Fame, and Maureen McVeigh, class act, had a lot of success. St. Joe's Academy, and the 51-year-old head coach is very deserving of that honor coming up this fall in the St. Louis Soccer Hall of Fame.
Closing stages now. There'll be some real satisfaction for Cor Jesu to preserve this scoreline 3-0. And they're looking for a fourth. Brissett's the one that really cares about the shutout, to be honest.
He says, I want that clean sheet and the state trophy.
For the Chargers, number 22, Caroline Seuss, and number 28,
Summit North will finish the year 24-4, state runners-up for a third time in their school's history. It'll be a big day, good day for that keeper right there. Sam Brissett headed to the New Jersey Institute of Technology to play her college ball. Division III school there on the East Coast. Wasn't challenged too much. Got to tip your cap to some of her defenders. Golterman had a nice day, marking the Missouri Gatorade Player of the Year. Stevenson doing a good job with her. I thought Bollinger did a good job in the second half on the back line as well.
Well, truthfully, the last save that Brissett made going against Stevenson was really her toughest challenge of the match.
True. Coming up on a minute. And a big celebration for the red and white, the CJ Academy Chargers. Got a lot of fans up from St. Louis across the state. Made the 4-hour drive across the state of Missouri. All St. Louis classes 1, 2, and 3 in 2012 here at Blue Springs. The fans getting ready to celebrate. There they are in red and white. CJ all the way.
So emotional to win a state championship. For the students and of course for the players.
Fans will count it down. Congratulations to Cor Jesu Academy. 2012 Class 3 girls state champions. Their first state title since 1985. The dog pile on the field. Their fans up near the fence making a big ruckus here at Blue Springs South High School. Congratulations to the Chargers, as they are the Class 3 MSHSAA soccer champions.
A quality performance, a quality win, and that is a really complete 80 minutes of soccer to claim this state title for Cor Jesu Academy.
Goals by Jen Miller, Kelly Miller, and Teresa Wemhainer. East Summit North will end their year 24-4. Their senior, Ashley Licata, had a great year. And it's all about SJA, or CJA, I beg your pardon. Cor Jesu Academy. Good sportsmanship shown by Ashley Licata and the rest of the Broncos, but the Chargers will finish 23-2 and get their second state crown in their school's history, the all-girls school out of St. Louis.
It's a horrific feeling to lose a championship match, but once that bit of disappointment sort of fades away, you can look back and think, what an amazing season to go all the way through. Still quite an accomplishment to be second best in anything. All credit, I think, to Lee Summit North for a phenomenal season, but doubly so for Cor Jesu Academy. Just a marvelous match, a complete match, and they get the 3-0 victory.
Special thanks to the Missouri State High School Activities Association, and also Mark Blueborough at Blue Springs South High School for all their help, and folks at Winter Reunion Productions. And a final thought or two right after this timeout. Cor Jesu Academy, the Chargers out of St. Louis, winning the 2012 MSHSAA Girls Class 3 Championship. Congratulations to their head coach, Missy Bruno. Impressive first half and continued the strong play into the second half. They get the clean sheet for their keeper, Brissett, and they get the big trophy.
And all 3 goals coming in the first half, started by Jennifer Miller. Miller will drive a low shot through the hand, surprisingly, of the goalkeeper, 1-0. Dobbins then having trouble spilling that, and it's Kelly Miller, Jennifer Miller's sister, make it 2-0. Third goal coming. Dobbins knocked down. Wemhainer finishes with the right foot. All 3 goals. Dobbins down, was able to finish the match. And in sequence just like that, but really I think the match turning on the Kelly Miller goal to make it 2-0.
Final score 3-0. Cor Jesu Academy winning the first state crown since 1985. Finished 23-2. Lee Summit North, runners-up, finished 24-4. Once again, I want to say thanks to all the folks with the Missouri State High School Activities Association, Julie Calfee, Jason West, Jim Powers, Blue Springs AD Mark Rubelo, Wendy Reed on Productions. Our producer's been Corey Smith. For Sean Wheelock and our entire broadcast crew, Kevin White saying so long from the 2012 Class 3 Girls Soccer Championship. Congratulations to Cor Jesu Academy out of St. Louis, Class 3 state champions. Good night from Blue Springs.